So good morning, North Murray. Welcome you guys, Mountaineers, to the 21-22 course selection here with the counselors. I just want to thank everybody for helping participate with getting all this ball rolling on this, because it's definitely an overhaul. And so we're going to get started, and we're going to kind of walk everybody through the steps so they can select their courses. And I'll go into some details. And also, I just wanted to let y'all know if there is any kind of questions that come up, there is a chat section. So please be sure to utilize that so you can get any answers, or if there's any technical issues, those can be answered. So this is what we are doing today. So today you're going to enter your elective course selections. These are going to be your core classes. They'll be edited later by us, your counselors. So you're only going to be focusing today, students and teachers, on your elective selections. So those are going to be anywhere from your pathway classes to your fine arts to anything along those lines. Let's go ahead and dig in. And if everybody's ready, if I can get my screens to work correctly. All right. So page 1 for the course selection overview. Interested in any of these additional selection options. So there is going to be a form, and make sure that you guys do this if this is what you're interested in. So if you're interested in doing any kind of honors level courses, any kind of dual enrollment, so that's going to be for, juniors and seniors. If you're wanting to say that Spanish is your primary language that you know and you're pretty fluent in it, you can actually test out of Spanish and earn the credits. That option is going to be on this Google form that I'm going to talk to you about. Or if you decide, because you want to do a different language, or that you want to sign a waiver to not partake in taking Spanish, it is not a state requirement, but we encourage it because is definitely something that opens a lot of doors for you guys as far as workforce, and also when you're attending college. It is a requirement a lot of times for your colleges and post-secondary places. So that is also an option on this Google form. And there's also something that is called work-based learning, which basically is working with Ms. Dunn and in the community so that you have the opportunity to kind of work and also go to school. If you're interested in that and you are a rising junior or senior, that is on the form, as well as office aides. And there is a spot on the form if you have a staff member or teacher in mind that you want to be an office aide for. So if any of those honors, dual enrollment, Spanish test out or opt out, or to create or register for a different language option and work-based learning office aide, all of those are going to be on this tiny URL, if I can talk today, tinyurl.com form. So that is, I'm going to put my little cursor on it so you can see it. It's right here. So you must do this, you guys, after we select the rest of your electives. You can't, if the bell rings, you can't hurry out. You have to be able to get this done. So that's tinyurl.com/NMADD-ONS after everything is completed. Okay. Is everybody good to go? Can I get some thumbs up so that we're ready to get rock and rolling? Okay. Am I still cutting out, or am I good?
It sounds. I just double checked with the in the chat feed, asking a few people about that, and there's still some cutting in and out. This is a shot in the dark here, but try jumping out and back in. So exit.
Me logging off and logging back in.
That's what I'm thinking could help. It does not seem universal, however, so I doubt it's hardware issue on your end. Anyway, so for the viewers, if you're having it cut in, cut out, and sustain in that way, then maybe jump out of the meet and rejoin it. And Miss Boring, you might in that case end up with some notifications at the top of the meet screen saying, let this person wants into the meeting, depending on your meeting settings. I think it defaults to not letting people join in midstream.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, if that pops up and that's you, of course, I'm going to let you in. I won't require a password, so we're good. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. We've done kind of an overview. Let's go ahead and, oh, there's JK. There's just one more slide over the overview. So if you want to start Spanish sooner than junior year, because what you will notice, you guys, is that it is pre-programmed to only be juniors and senior year for Spanish, but you are able to take that, 10th grade year instead. So what you'll do is you'll remove Spanish 1 from the grade 11. It's got like a little lock on it. And then you'll type it in to grade 10 instead. So that's how that you will update that if you're wanting to go ahead and get a head start on taking your Spanish. So we all know that pathways are a big thing, and they are something that we need to be able to graduate in Murray County. Everyone must complete a career, CTAE, fine art, journalism, or advanced academic pathway to graduate. So your elective selections for 21-22 must include a way to make progress on at least one pathway. And this is also a keynote, y'all. If you pass all your classes, as far as I'm concerned and the counselors are concerned, we're more than happy for you to complete more than one pathway. And that's really awesome because you can also end up with more tassels to be able to graduate with your swag. So that's really cool. So onward bound. So hold on, let's go back. It's getting a little fast on me. Let's see. Uno momento, you guys. Okay. So logging in. So this is steps 1 through 3. So we're going to start at www.murray.k12.ga.us. And what you're going to do is you're going to navigate to the Infinite Campus Student Portal login screen, you guys. And that is going to be over here underneath the quick links. And I'll give y'all a second to get there. Let me try minimizing my screen so I can see you guys again. Okay. And if I can kind of, y'all let me know with thumbs up if I can kind of see where you're at, so that I'll know to proceed onward. Just let me know when y'all have logged in. Thank you, Miss Anderson. You guys are on it today. Thanks, Mr. Greer. Awesome. Thanks, Francine. Good. Good job. All right, guys, we're doing really good. Okay. Let's move on. All right, so this is continuing on. So once we're logged in to that, you're going to go to Parent Portal. And so it says Infinite Campus Student Portal login screen. So you'll see Parent Portal information underneath the quick links. And once you click that, you're going to go ahead and navigate over here to the Student Portal login screen. And you're obviously going to log in underneath the campus student. And it will go ahead and bring this up to sign in with Google. And so the kids should have no issue signing in with Google. Google has done a great job at making it a one-stop shop. So we're going to give you a moment to get all that. And y'all let me know when y'all are ready. Where did y'all go? Oh, there you are. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Looks like we've lost quite a few people, too. We've only got 24 people in still. Okay. Awesome. Okay, guys, good. I'm glad we're logged in. Awesome. Okay. So what we're going to do next is we are going to, once we've logged in, you're going to go underneath your bar, your gray bar here, and you're going to go underneath academic plan. It's going to be on the left-hand side, academic plan. And when you choose academic plan, this little guy over here is going to pop up, and it'll say choose an academic plan. And you're going to do the North Murray High School graduation. It's just a little drop-down box. And then hit next. So, look, Mom, we made it here. So, woohoo, made it to the selection screen. So, this is where all of the selection process is going to happen. And I'm going to let everybody have a moment to get to this point so that we can talk about the different options and go from there. Thank you, Mr. Greer. Thanks, Ms. Inslee. Awesome. Thanks, Ms. Liner. Thanks, you guys. If y'all have noticed while we're kind of still waiting for a few more people, we were there before Greer. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all go. All right. So just FYI, the academic plan, you guys, depending on your grade level, if you notice, and Mr. Young showed me this, and I get too excited with my small things. But look, if y'all notice this grade level here at the top, it'll be locked for the current grade that you're in. So you obviously can't change the classes that you're in currently. So what you're going to do is you're going to look, say that you're 10th grade this year. Obviously, it's locked. So you're going to look towards 11th grade if that's your year. So you're only going to be messing with the electives, which will be like PE and, well, I don't know if I can scroll it down. This is just a part of the screen, but those here. So the ones that are going to not be able to change are going to be like the core here, like your language arts, science, math, social studies. If you're wanting to do like a honors level class or whatnot, or dual enrollment, any of those things, that form that we spoke about, that tiny URL, that is where you're going to be able to change that to utilize those options. So with the electives, what we're going to do is we're going to get started on choosing those, and I'm going to kind of go over what those options are with you guys. Okay, I have a student whose screen says invalid courses and lists. Okay, so hopefully Kevin will get that for me, or Tammy. Okay, so selecting your electives. Oh, here's the bottom part of that page I was trying to find. Okay, so here, for example, you can see that it's grade 9 and grade 10 here, just for example. Keep in mind, only add selections in the column for upcoming grade level, which is, what we just talked about. Elective options and pathway sequences are listed on page 3 of today's handout, and it's going to look like so. So you guys should have this handy. Put them in your boxes. So you can tell that, like, for example, right here is the CTA pathways and their course sequence. So there's obviously, to complete a pathway, there's going to be 3 in each sequence. So you can't take the third one first. You have to take them in order. So that's what that is going over. And then if you look over here, this gives you the fine arts pathways and their courses. And then the non-pathway electives. So that would be like driver's ed, team sports, weight training, basketball, those type things, work-based learning. So those are the options on the bottom of the page. So those are the electives that we are talking about. So we're moving forward. All right, so top picks, bottom half of page 2. Okay, going into the 10th grade, this is an example. You're going to use this one, I guess. Enter your top 3 picks. So if you're going to be going into the 10th grade, top 3 picks, meaning in the CTAE, fine arts, or other section, you're going to enter the top ones that you want to go into. So if you had a pathway class, for example, with Miss Newton, and you did cosmetology, you've taken the first cosmetology class, so you would choose the second class in that sequence. And so what you would do is you would just find your pathway here, and you're going to go scrolling down until you find personal care here with Miss Newton. And you're like, okay, I've done intro to personal care services. Now I'm going to do cosmetology too. And you're going to do that for every one of the ones that you're doing for your pathway, depending on what you're wanting to do and what year you're in. So that all is going to be underneath your CTAE selection here. And depending on which ones you enter first is what it's going to go to first. So fine arts. Say, for example, that you want to do band, choir, theater, visual art, digital art. All those are going to be underneath there. And then underneath other is going to be mostly your team sports, weight training, work-based learnings, driver's ed. I don't know if I said that one just a second ago, but all that's going to be underneath that section. And I do know that we had some questions, and I'll go ahead and just talk about this because it came up yesterday quite a bit. So the difference between driver's ed A and driver's ed B is driver's ed A is semester 1, driver's ed B is semester 2. And you do have to be 15 in order to partake in this class. You don't have to be 15 right now to register for the class, but to be able to take the driver's ed, to get the certification, you have to be 15. So let's see. Going into 11th grade or 12th grade, enter your top 2 picks. So to enter your top picks, you're going to click elective subject box. So you'll just hover over it and click into it. And then you can so easily look at what you have next on your CTAE or fine arts or whatever class that you're wanting to take. And you can start typing it in. It'll kind of pop it up and you just click it and then select it. So, or you can use the course code. It has the course codes on the sheet as well. You can type that in if you'd rather do that. So click the search box and add to your selections. So you're going to do 3 picks for 10th grade, 2 picks for 11th or 12th grade. Okay, so you can see where they started typing it in here. It popped up chorus. And then what you do is you hover, you click on it, turns blue. And then when you click it, it turns gray. That means it's kind of saved it in there. So you see how they kind of continue to add them. There's CTAE here, fine arts here, fine arts here. So it looks like they are going into the 10th grade. So y'all can see how they've added all that there. Okay, so your alternate picks. And this is, I think from last year, a lot of the kids left this off. So that's why I want to really tell you how important it is for alternative picks, because say, for example, you put your selection of your 2 or 3 classes in the CTAE, fine arts, other section. Okay, say those were full and we had to just put you in something else and it wasn't something that you loved. I know it happens sometimes, but if we can't help it, we don't want to do that because we want you to be in something that you really do enjoy. So this is where the alternatives come in handy. What you're going to do, if you can tell right here, it says alternatives. You're going to do the same thing that you did up here. You're going to go ahead and click on the white box. I can get this thing to go down. Come on. Okay. Come on, go away. Sorry. There's a white box. I don't know if y'all can see what's on my screen right now. There's a white box right here with an arrow, and you're going to click 4 alternative picks in these boxes. And again, it depends on what order you put them in, which one you select first, because obviously if you select first, that's going to be your top pick, and then it goes down like 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is an arrow. If you pick them, you want to change the sequence in like your favorite, depending on 1, 2, 3, 4, you can change that on there once they're picked. But anyways, regardless of an elective subject, all electives can be picked and should be added to the alternative box. See the setup, drop down arrows by each alternative. And that was what I was saying, that if you just add them all and you want to change the order they're in, you can use those to like make it go up or make it go down on your list. So moving forward, this is what it looks like. And these are the arrows that I speak of. So this student picked basic ag, visual arts, intro to lifetime sports, journalism, and weight training for girls. There's the arrows. Okay. So y'all are not done yet. Once y'all do this, we have to hit save. So because if you do not hit save, these do not stay on your account. And basically we just went through all this just for giggles. So y'all go ahead and hit save and make sure that your teacher sees and the teachers are walking around to make sure that these are being inputted correctly. they also need to apply for work-based learning. Yeah. If you're wanting work-based learning, you can put that underneath the other selection, and we'll also need to put it on the forms and stuff too. So make sure that you're doing that. Let's see. It will not let you save if you have selected a course you are not eligible for. Like, for example, when we talked about the sequence order, if you selected a course that is like a level 3 and you haven't had level 1 or level 2, it's not going to let you save it. You'll have to correct that before you can move forward. So you don't have to have a job or to apply for work-based learning. You just need the job to hold. Okay. So if you're wanting to do work-based learning, you don't technically really have to have a job right now. So just make sure that you complete the form, and then you also put the work-based learning underneath. Just a reminder, it's only for juniors and seniors. I'm sorry, you guys, for those that aren't juniors and seniors and wish to do it, but it gives you something to look forward to. All right. So if we can make sure to do that, we have one more thing that says don't forget. Let's figure out what it says. Don't forget. Hold on one second. Interested in any of these additional selection options, honors, dual enrollment, Spanish test out or opt out, or a different language option, work-based learning, or office aid, which we already spoke about. This is the option that you can do, the tinyurl.com/NMADD-ONS to be able to fill that form out for me. Please do it now. So that we know what to put you in case you want to do anything different. And y'all, before I go, I want y'all to make sure to remember to hit save. If y'all have any questions, I will hang out here for just a second and field those questions for you if you need it. Otherwise, I'll just wait to see if y'all need anything. How's everybody doing? Is it all going pretty good? Pretty smooth with the students? Okay, there's the bell. If y'all need anything, y'all let me know, but I hope everybody has a great day. Make sure to hit save and complete the form if you need to.
And that bell is actually the beginning of our usual advisement time, which of course we're doing extended today. So that actually, you do not have to rush away just yet. We can stay on the line and continue to support as people have questions.
Thank you, Ms. Green. I hope I didn't bore y'all. I didn't know I was going to have to present. They hit save. It's a save button. I think it's on the screen where it has the bar, and it's really kind of hard to, it's hidden to see almost, but it's on the bar and it says save at the top of that page where they're doing their selections. Make sure to hit save. And guys, too, there's a packet for work-based learning. If you are wanting to go ahead and apply for work-based learning too, there's a packet in the front office, as well as 1601 office of the coordinator, Ms. Dunn's office for that. That has to be completed too.
And Ms. Brown, would you mind going back a couple slides where it shows, or it might just be one slide back where it shows the save button, but that save button's on the upper left of the course plan screen or the
There.
academic plan screen. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Andrew. So the order of their electives, yeah. So are you talking about in the alternative section? Because the alternative section, if you can see these little black arrows up and down here, if you click, like say for example, you want this visual arts here to go down, you'll just click the little arrow downward, and then it'll put it underneath this one, and that's how you can get them to move in the order that you prefer them. I hope that helps. Let me know if that doesn't help, Mr. Wood.